Good morning, everybody. I think you've all done really well with all the work that I've sent you on percentages over the past week or so. So we're going to go back to something we did a bit earlier and have a bit more of our practice on long multiplication. Now, if you need a bit of a reminder, have a look at the video and I'll show you how to do some of the first ones on the sheet. Okay, so we've got 4,533 and we're timesing it by 54. The big one is called the Multiplicand, which I find really hard to say, and the other one is the multiplier. So you don't really need to know those words, but now you know. Here's what it looks like. So remember, I'm setting it out like that. Normally I put the bottom line in, but you don't need to. There we go. We're talking about the units first. So you're timesing by the 4. We're timesing the 4 by the 3 to get 12. I put the 2 in the end column and the 1 next to it. I always write the little 1 first because then I feel like I'm writing 12 in the correct order. Keep going. So this next one is the 3 times the 4. And you'd have to make sure that you added the little 1 to get 13. Then we've got the 5 times the 4, that's 20. Again, add the 1 to get 21. And the final one of the top row, we've got 4 times 4, which is 16. Then you'd add the 2 to get 18. Now that's your first row done. So on our second row, because we're going into tens, we use a 0 first, and then we talk about the 5. So after putting the 0, we've got the 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15, but don't forget to add your 1 this time, so that's 16. And 5 times 5 is 25. Add your 1, we're on 26. So that's your bottom line, 226650. So the final step on this is to add up your two lines. We've got a 2 and a 0. That makes a 2, that's just behind my head. We've got a 5 and a 3 makes an 8, a 1 and a 6 makes 7, an 8 and a 6 makes 14, and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 make 4, and a 2 on its own 2. Make sure you don't add up any of the small numbers that you've done on the previous two lines. So after you've finished the first 10, there are some challenge questions as well, where you can try thousands, hundreds, tens and units times hundreds, tens and units. Remember, the only difference with these is you've got a third line of multiplication for the hundreds, and we would put 2 zeros in that line rather than 1 or nothing. So set out just like you see on the screen there. Finally, I'd like to say, show me your working out. Can you write your working out on a piece of paper and take a photo of it and attach it to the lesson? You can attach as many pictures as you want to this lesson when you send it back. I know that you can do all these in 1 minute on a calculator, but I'd like to see some evidence that you've written them down on paper and you've used the proper method. Okay, good luck.